Hey everyone, Keto Comic here with another cringe video. I've been having some problems with insomnia, just a lot on my mind, and I ended up waking up as I sometimes do and jumping on YouTube just to see what was what, and I ended up down one of those rabbit holes you never want to go into, but I discovered the world of mukbang or mukbang or mukbang, however you want to say it. But I discovered some really interesting yet cringy things about it. So that's what we're going to talk about today, the world of mukbang as it exists on YouTube. Let's get started. First, to understand what a mukbang is, you first have to understand why a mukbang is. And believe me, when I first heard the word mukbang, I thought it was dirty, honestly. But then when I kind of looked into YouTube, I saw there was a whole rabbit hole of people that like to stimulate. And this is basically anything that you can do to stimulate those little hairs on the back of your neck standing up to give you kind of an endorphin rush. And that's kind of where mukbang gets its beginnings, in stimulating those things in the human psyche that make us excited, make us happy, make us almost a drug-like effect. And that's where you have to start to really understand the world of mukbang. And with that drug-like effect on the body and mind, we have to jump to Korea, particularly South Korea, in early 2000s, 2009, 2010. In Asia in general is having like a population problem, and if there's not enough people there to maintain population growth, they're actually starting to shrink. And along those lines is the lack of being able to find, for young people to be able to find a romantic marital partner to settle down with and have a family. So people begin to turn to the internet for company, and along those lines, the whole phenomenon of the mukbang was born. Young people, old people would sit in front of a camera, and there's several networks that actually specialize in mukbang. They would sit, they would eat huge amounts of food and have a conversation with somebody via the web. They would just set up a microphone, lay out copious amounts of food in a very pleasing way, and they would simply sit there and eat it and converse with people in their live stream. And there's a lot of internet networks totally dedicated to mukbangs. You can see them now on YouTube, of course. You can see them on Twitch, but there's Kamiko TV, and there's some other stations literally dedicated to the mukbang. And these young Asian millennials would sit there and have conversations with their audience while eating traditional Asian foods, lots of vegetables, soups, noodles. And to kind of generate that AMSR response, they would do a lot of things like slurping, burping, smacking, kind of chewing very loudly, because you know when you hear those things, it's an endorphin rush. It causes that tingling in the back of your neck, and that's what kept their audience engaged. And so you've got Korean and Asian mukbangers in general making like $10,000 a month, in their money versus American, but they're making a living doing this. And so that's where it started. Just people looking for someone to eat with because they were having a problem locating a romantic partner. So that's the history of mukbang, at least in general. Then enter 2011 YouTube. Beauty and lifestyle vlogger Trisha Patas actually started the whole mukbang phenomenon on YouTube, and she's the godmother of it all. So we're going to take a look at her real quick and to kind of see how mukbang on YouTube got its start.
I haven't had like anything good, so but that just hurt really. Microphone.
One thing you should know about Miss Pate is she's kind of a hot mess. I always feel like I'm underdressed or under cosmetic, which I don't do any of that stuff, but on YouTube for my videos when I do show my face, but she is a general hot mess. It's almost scary to watch, but she definitely takes the elegance and pleasing environment that the Korean mukbangers do and throws it out the perpetual window when she does it. But let's continue watching a little bit, shall we?
For some good ASMR. I've been obsessed with ASMR, like smacking sounds, like chewing and like crunching.
She does not disappoint on that either.
I'm gonna have just like a bite of this real quick because I'm starving. And then I'll explain what my mukbang is, because there's a theme. This is fried chicken and mashed potatoes.
Is there a theme besides gluttony for money?
Looking a real bomb right now. I love fried chicken. This is my favorite, but I don't get it very often because it's kind of far from me. Oh my god, it's so good. Just want to guess the theme?
Because I'm not seeing any of that mukbang scene. We kind of took everything that was good about mukbang, tossed it out the window in favor of just gluttony for money. But anyway, this is Trisha Patas, godmother of mukbang on YouTube, and therefore American mukbang. The next American mukbang on YouTube we're going to look at is Hungry Fat Chick. Now, she kind of took what Trisha Patas did and kind of went back to the original Korean roots. She actually lays out her food, as you can see here. She has very polite conversation with the camera. When she's eating, she makes the traditional smacking and chewing noises in a more polite way than Trisha does, and she's not necessarily a hot mess. As you can see here, she does do her hair. She wears neat clothing. She has a cleaner appearance than Trisha. Obviously, even though Trisha's overweight, obviously, she's morbidly obese. She tops the scales at the mid 500s and is still shoving it in. She is what you call a traditional fetish model, whereas Trisha's just kind of a hot mess mukbang. She's more of a traditional fetish model, which if you look into the world of fat acceptance and feederism, there is a sexual fetish known as feederism, where people actually get off on watching people eat and become helpless and immobile and morbidly obese. I know, don't think about it. I've gone down that rabbit hole too. Don't ever want to go back, but it's just an interesting phenomenon that has merged with mukbang. So let's have a look at Hungry Fat Chick.
I'm going to take nice and crispy.
All right, as you can see, she's doing that in a very sensual, almost sexual way. You know, she's looking directly at the camera. She's got the bright red lipstick on. She's eating the chicken. She's licking her lips. She's talking about how juicy and tender and crispy it is. Definitely hitting you in all the AMSR spots that you need to be hit and tapping into that feederism market. So that is Hungry Fat Chick. Interesting caveat to her story. She is a roommate with another mukbanger named Hungry Hippie, who actually recently had a massive stroke. And I'm sure it's a result of her eating, her eating habits. And I fear this is going to happen to her because she is truly a nice lady. Seems like somebody I would love to sit down and have a conversation with. But she does do it in a classy way, even though it's not good for her. So I'm going to leave a link to all these channels down in the description so you can check them out. But I do feel sorry for her, genuinely. She's a nice person. I understand she's got herself trapped in this thing where this is how she makes her money. I get that, but I think she would do equally well with a weight loss channel where she documents her weight loss journey and journey back to health. Anyway, let's move on. The next mukbanger we're going to look at is not what I would call a true mukbang channel. Trisha, Hungry Fat Chick, exclusive mukbang channels. The next two we're going to look at, not so much. They're more daily bloggers that try a number of gimmicks to get more views. Amberlynn Reid, I've already done some videos on her failed weight loss journeys. Her channel actually started as a weight loss journey, but she has steadily gained 200 pounds instead of losing a pound. So it's kind of become a hot mess. But she has turned to mukbangs to increase her viewership and, of course, her revenue. She heavily monetizes her videos, and she's more of the Trisha Patas type, just kind of hot mess mukbang, kind of throws the traditional elements of it, the AMSR, out the window. But let's take a look at Amberlynn.
Amberlynn's trolling. Okay, so there is...
Oh my god.
So no, I can't do it.
No, we don't want anything healthy. I can't do healthy. No, just give me the unhealthy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I'm ready.
You do, girl.
Okay. Now let's read comments for my newest video.
You can be angry with me if you want. Every time I see this girl, I feel sorry for her and I want to see her lose weight, but then I also get angry because she's got a huge following. She could do a lot of influence for a lot of good for a lot of people by documenting her weight loss challenge and actually helping people. But she doesn't. She does a lot of wild stuff just for views. She's getting worse and worse every day, and it's just a waste, in my opinion. So, yes, as much as I'm all about positive body image, it's hard as a comedian not to make fun of this train wreck. But as you can see, this is just mukbang for mukbang's sake. She's literally sitting there eating fast food in front of the camera, complaining about the mean comments on her videos. So, yeah. We've taken the art form that was mukbang and completely thrown it out the window. At least these next couple have. Let's move on. Our next mukbanger is much like Amberlynn. In fact, she's Amberlynn's doppelganger from Canada. Chantel, also known as Foodie Beauty. She started out as a beauty channel on YouTube and then kind of went into weight loss journey, but like Amberlynn, it's kind of gone the other way, and now she uses mukbangs to get views. And I can't blame her. I mean, I know it's all about the money, but like Amberlynn, she just kind of goes to the more extremes. She's more known for driving around in her car and going to fast food place, kind of like Joey's food reviews, and eating copious amounts of fast food while talking about her depression and binge eating disorder. And I really feel sorry for this girl. She's very pretty. I wish she could get herself under control, but she's also one to copyright strike stuff. So this video may be copyright struck before it even goes up. I hope not, because this is fair use, girl. But anyway, let's take a look at Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty. That's a tongue twister.
Bite for you guys.
Thank you.
Craving a cheeseburger so bad.
I wonder if she killed the cow for that cheeseburger with those nails. Oh my gosh, she just like devoured that whole sandwich in 3 bites.
I don't feel sick later.
I blame Canada. Not really, I love Canada.
Oh, I told you when I binge it's serious.
Yep. You didn't disappoint, girl.
Mmm. Foodie Beauty. I'm going to get that out before we end this video. Let's move on. And now we're going to end our video on the Grand Poobah, the godfather of YouTube American mukbang, Nikocado Avocado. And I have to say, I love me some Nikocado Avocado. He is absolutely adorable. He's very flamboyant. He's very personable. He's very funny. He's even been profiled on Comedy Central on Tosh 2.0. I can't get a stand-up special, and I need to go on camera and eat, don't I? No, we're not going to do that. But anyway, he's absolutely adorable. He's been on YouTube for a long time, started as a mukbang channel, is still a mukbang channel, but what makes him unique is that in addition to kind of laying the food out in a pleasing way and doing all the traditional noises that kind of stimulate the senses, he's also a drama channel, and he gets downright dirty with the drama, crying, yelling. I'll show some clips here, but let's meet Nikocado Avocado.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh.
Oh, my mushy pussy. So, everybody, you've been wondering where Miss Kitty is. She's here. Here's Miss Kitty Bush. Yay. How does it feel to be out of Colombia?
I'm very thankful for. But at the time when I made the channel, my main channel was getting like 100,000 people on all the videos. So I'm like, it's 50% less. It's not growing. So I just deleted the whole channel. I had like 5 videos, which
What you got to realize about Nick, he has like something like 5 million subscribers. I mean, he's huge across his, I believe, 3 channels. And this is why. He just sits there and spills the tea while he eats. So he's really kind of a collaboration of the others, the traditional Korean mukbang with the vlogging and the drama, all packaged together in a very pleasing way that the others just don't seem to have, in my opinion. Let's watch a little bit more.
will be re-uploading for your enjoyment.
Yay!
These fries are good.
They look good.
I'm very like...
But they're poison, don't eat them.
They're a lot thicker. McDonald's is a thin cut. Burger King has a thick cut. Did I have this yet?
What's up with mukbangers and Burger King? That was just a coincidence that every single American mukbanger we looked at today got Burger King. Anyway. And this, my friends, this is what made Nikocado Avocado famous. He became, at first, a vegan YouTuber, and he was much skinnier, so he has had some struggle with his weight, obviously. But when he started mukbanging on traditional food, he brought the drama in high. So I can't really describe it, so I'm going to show you. Let's watch. But honestly, that's how I used to feel when I ate alone, so I can understand.
May God hold. I remember the days when it was innocent.
I don't think mukbang was ever innocent, Nick. But whatever you do, you got charisma, and it seems to be working. Anyway, guys, that's Nikocado Avocado. High drama show tunes and copious amounts of food. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. What's your opinion on mukbang? I mean, your real opinion. Obviously, it has some kind of art appeal to the masses, but of course, we Americans and Canadians have taken it and just gone totally off the rails with it. But what's your opinion? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for all the support. Drop me comments below. Let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see. I will continue on with my normal keto weight loss videos, but I'm enjoying these other formats as well. Thanks a lot, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this cringy dive into the world of mukbang. Keto Comic. Out.